How is everybody doing today? So we are in the casino on the Indy, Independence of the Seas. I call it Indy like everybody else. It is December 3rd, I believe. I don't really know the day. It's sometime around here. And Royal Caribbean has made a massive change in the casino program. Is it good? Is it bad? We're going to find out. I actually think it's good overall, but I can definitely see the argument of why it's bad. So yeah, let's go dive in and take a quick look at it, everybody. Alright, so as we go up here to the rack up the reward certificate, which everyone should be familiar with, we can see here that Royal has changed a lot of the wordage around. So first of all, the first big change, they added a 400 and a 600 point here. The 400 was always there, but there's a 4, 6, 8 now. So that's a decent change, I guess. However, though, if we look, receive this reward. So we start normal. Everything looks normal until you get to the 2,000 point one and down. That's where, actually 400 is normal too. That was always 100 off. And then the next cruise bookings we still have over here. So you still need to do the next cruise deposit to get this side of the reward. So any of the free play and some instances, some of the sailings. So make sure you always book that next cruise deposit when you're on the ship. That's not changed, nothing about that. That's all the same. But what the change is, if you go look over here, 800 points it used to be, you get a interior stateroom to a balcony. Same with 12, 1500. The free play has always been the same. There was always 100 free play at 1500 off the start. So they did make some changes though. Now let's look at this wordage here. So if you get 400 or 600 points right here, cruise fare for one, plus a discounted cruise fare for your guests, selected selling. So how this works is basically you get a list to pick from as you normally could, and I will upload some of these lists in the video so y'all can take a look at them. And you pick a selling, you call the casino you want to go on. They will give you, the player, your cruise fare will be free minus taxes and port fees. You always have to pay that. Your second guest though will have to get a discounted rate. It's not a free for two. It's going to have to get a discounted rate on the cruise fare. So you have to pay a little bit. What is that rate? No one knows. Royal math is just kind of pulling numbers out of the sky and they tell you how much it costs. It can be completely different. In my experience, you just call back until you get the number that you like and you go with that. So that's kind of how that works. Well, what if you want to go by yourself? Well, unfortunately, if you have that offer, you still have to pay for your second guest who's not there. And these offers are ineligible for the studio solo cabin, so you can't use them for that. Now, there's only like 5 ships that have those, but you can't use them for that. It will not work with that. And you still have to pay the taxes and the port fees for both people if you go by yourself. So that's a negative. However, though, if you go back up to the 800 point list, we're back to the normal. Ocean view or interior stateroom, or the cruise fare plus one. So the 800 point list is how it was. You're going to get a short list, and on this selling, it's about a page and a half, so it's actually longer than it was. And when I was on Quantum, the 800 point list was a whopping 8 cruises. Now it's probably about 30. And if you do the option with the cruise for 2, these have to pay taxes and port fees, nothing changes. If you go by yourself, taxes and port fees are just 1, nothing changes. But you'll have a whole second option of list, and it's a big list, where you can do that second option, where it's the cruise fare for 1 plus a discounted stateroom, that one. And there's actually good sellings on that list. I scanned it quickly, and there was like Wonder was on there, Utopia was on there, whatever ships are going out of Galveston were on there, I think Harmony. There's Alaska sellings were on there. So that's actually a really good list. And why did Royal make that change? Well, because there are way too many lower level gamblers abusing the program. So people were just gambling enough to get a free cruise and then stopping. And that hurts the higher level gamblers, or the middle tier ones, because they only have X number of rooms per selling the casino is allowed to book. On Independence right now, I think there's like 4,000 cabins or something, somewhere around there, I don't know. And the casino may only have 100 reserved for them, and that's it. Once those 100 fill up, of the casino cruises, no one else in the casino can get the comped rooms. And there was very few pickings on a lot of sailings. I would call the book a sailing with an offer, and like the top 10 ones I wanted to pick from were already all booked. And they were out of casino space. So they're trying to avoid that. And they want higher level players on it because, well, that's how they make money. You can't really blame them for that. So that's how that works. It's basically the same as it was, except that one extra thing. So if you want to guarantee it, you gotta get that 3,000 points where you won't have that option. But I'm going to upload a bunch of the, in the video, I'll be attaching these throughout the video. The list, not the full list, just like parts of each list, 800 points, 1,500, etc. And I'll put them on the screen so y'all can see it. You can always pause and zoom in and look at it if you want. But you'll see there's a lot more sellings on here. Like right now I'm at 1,500 points. You know, my 1,500 point list, I have 10 pages of completely free cruises for 2. Completely free. And there's like another 20 pages of the second one, the discounted cruise fare, that one. So I have a bunch of options on there. And there's even a 15-night cruise that's free on there from LA to Tokyo next year on Ovation, which that's the one I'm probably going to book. But yeah, so they made this change. I think it's good overall. At first, it looks like a terrible idea. But when you break it down, it's actually really good overall. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I just want to give you an update on the things that Royal's doing to changing. They also have another new program out where you can be exempted from gambling and blocked from gambling if you have a gambling problem. I'll do a whole video on that. I think it's kind of cool. I took a pamphlet about it, but it's kind of right there. The Royal Caribbean Self-Exclusion Program. I think it's a good idea. But yeah, I'll do a video on that too. So thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you guys think about this new program. I personally like it, but I know there's going to be a lot of people who are like, I don't like it, and I completely understand why. But overall, though, I think it's good. And the free sellings have improved, in my opinion. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.